Hello everyone, thank you very much for clicking and for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We've built a free game collection in 2023 here. If you want to catch up and see how we do it all, I'll stick a link around me somewhere. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you very much for joining me at the end here. And this is it, all done dusted. In this episode, we're going to go through everything that we collected, console by console, throughout the whole of 2023. So we're not going to be adding anything. We're just going to be looking at it all and seeing how good a job we did. It has all just been sitting down there for a year now, and I'm pulling it all out, and I'm going to show you on camera. And I'll tell you what, after this I've got to start sticking it on the shelves, haven't I? So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get it all to fit in, but yeah, so that's what we're doing here today. Hope you enjoy. You get to see everything, all the hard work. We get to see what we actually came up with this year. But a couple of things we need to do really quickly. First thing, all that cash up in the top corner. So we spent the voucher in the last episode. I'll put a link somewhere if you want to see how we spent that £600 odd on voucher. But the cash, let's get rid of it. There it goes. And here it is. So what we need to do is, we've been calling this the free game collection all year. It's not quite true, is it? Because at the start of the year, we needed some money to get us going. We needed an investment. We didn't go out and start nicking games. So we started with £40 that we took out of the old bank account to get us going. So what we need to do is, £40, here it is. We're taking that back. We're taking that back. Let's stick that up there. That's gone. There's our investment back. Now it's all free. Everything's free now. There we go. So we started the year with 40 quid. We still got 40 quid. We're about to see everything that we turn that into as well. So that's that done. It is free now. It's free. As for the rest of the money, so it's up to you. If you're doing this, it's entirely up to you. You're probably sitting there thinking, is he going to buy more games with it? I'm not going to buy more games with it. I've had my fill. What I do is I basically put that to the side, because one thing we haven't discussed is going out doing this. Yes, it's free in regards to we haven't spent any money on the games, but it costs petrol to get to things, especially car boots, and when you're at car boots, you've got to pay to get in. So there is some extra costs onto this, not including the amount of time it takes, obviously, but that's an entirely different thing. But you do have to put a little bit of money in, especially if you're going to go to the car boot. So what I do is I put that to the side, and for the next year I'm going to take it out for petrol and things. It pays for the logistics to do this, basically. So it's never been about making money here. We want to add to the collection. Obviously you can tell it's not about making money, you know, the way we do it. It's literally all about just getting back what we spent and trying to keep as much as we can, or turn it into as much voucher as we can. That's always been obvious. But yeah, if you're going to do this, it's up to you. If you want to go and spend it on more games, more power to you. Absolutely fantastic. If you want to treat your family, go for it. I might take it to you. You take away out of it myself. That would be a lovely thing to do, wouldn't it? Or if you just want to do the same again and spend it on logistics and cover the cost of things, it's a good idea to do. Trust me, it's what I do with it. So that's that. So a couple other things really quickly. Everything I'm about to show you is being added to the collection. I'm not going to show you anything that is broken. So for example, everything that we put in the spares and repairs bag, they're gone. They'll help us out later in the future. The Xbox Crystal, that's lovely, but it doesn't work. So it's not being added to the collection yet, maybe in the future. So you're not going to see any of that stuff. Any games that I've sort of said aren't being added to the collection, but CEX don't give us much, we're just putting to the side. You're not going to see them because we're not adding those to the collection. And basically, yeah, you're just going to see everything that's added into our collection. So there's a few things that might pop up you haven't seen, which you're not going to see, which you've seen in other episodes. The other thing I'm going to say is I will, as I go through, put down the bottom how much CEX would give us for everything we've got for free. So if we were to get up one morning, go into CEX and say, right, I want to buy that, that's how much it would cost us. Now, take that with a pinch of salt, because CEX prices go up and down daily. So what that comes to when I do this may be completely different by tomorrow morning. The other thing is CEX are not the be all and end all of games. They don't dictate exactly what games are worth, but here at this channel we've used them since day one, so I'm not suddenly going to flip over and start looking at eBay for prices. That just doesn't make any sense. So pinch of salt, just for entertainment purposes. If anyone's curious as to how much this stuff would have cost us, I'll stick it at the bottom and you can have a look. But like I say, pinch of salt with that one, entertainment purposes only. And I think that's it. I think that's all the housekeeping out of the way, so let's get on with it. So let's start off by looking at the Mega Drive. The Mega Drive is the oldest console that I collect for. It's the first console I had growing up, so there's loads of nostalgia for me. When I first started game collecting, the only thing I ever wanted to do was to get back all the Mega Drive games that I had when I was younger, the ones that I had lost through life and they just got away from me. I just wanted to get them all back, and that will be me finished for the Mega Drive, and that's what I've managed to do this year, and I'm really happy about it. Can't wait to get them onto the shelf next to me. But this is everything we got for free this year, which is Mega Drive related. So really quickly, first thing I'd call out is this boxed 6-button controller for the Mega Drive. It's in lovely condition. Really looking forward to displaying this one. I would like to actually get a boxed Mega Drive at some point in time, maybe a target for next year, but I think that'd be great to display. And I also got a 3-button as well. So got an extra couple pads here, so I'm all ready to go for a game of Micro Machines, which I've got here. So good amount of games. I think I needed 12 games to complete my collection, and these are the full 12. So I've managed to get them all. I had to spend a bit of voucher to get there, but the standout ones, a couple I call out. Truxton. So this is one that we got through CEX. It was a bit weird one because it's got the 3 printed. Turned out it's got a reprinted cover on the cartridge, but that's not a problem for us at all. Really glad to be adding this one. I struggled for a long time to identify what the game was that I could remember in my head to go out and buy it, and I remember watching a video and seeing it pop up and it said in the bottom corner Truxton. I was like, oh, that's what it was. So that's how I managed to get the memory back for this one and get it. So I'm really glad I finally got hold of that one. The other one is Chaos Engine. This is a game that I tried to get a couple times in the past, but it just always shown up in really bad condition, and the price is going up and up and up and up. But some really fond memories of this one. Really good Mega Drive game. Played this for hours and hours on end. It's one that I always wanted to just get good at. But yeah, great atmosphere with this game. Great theme tune. Great music throughout it. But yeah, Chaos Engine. And then the other one is Zombies. So this one, I got this the most times this year. It came to me 4 or 5 times through ordering it through the post at CEX. So I finally got a beautiful collection, beautiful version of a copy to add to the collection. It's absolutely, I'm so glad this. I think the memory of this one is I remember playing this and having my mum shout at me to come down to play, to have my dinner. But I just kept playing it because I think I got to like level 4, which was really far for me. I remember really badly playing it and they're just shouting at me to come downstairs, but I'm pretty sure I died in the end. I'm pretty sure I died again. I'm sure dinner was lovely, but yeah, great fond memories of that one. So yeah, this is the Mega Drive collection for 2023, and it's pretty much rounded it off for me. So yeah, absolutely ecstatic at what's on the table here. So next is the N64. So at the start of this year, I had nothing N64, absolutely nothing in my collection at all. It's a console that came and went when I was younger. No nostalgia for it, but all changed this year. So we managed to pick up this lovely N64 from the car boot sale. I think we paid about 15 quid for it, if memory serves me right. Came with these 2 controllers. Absolutely ecstatic. It's in lovely condition. Got the expansion pack as well. Oh, give it a shake. Got an expansion pack in there as well. Yeah, as soon as we got hold of this, I was so buzzing to have it. I wanted to play some games, but I didn't have any games. So we went out and we got all of these games purchased by spending the CEX voucher that we got hold of. And there's some absolutely fantastic games here. So I said it at the time, as far as I'm concerned, I made a list of the 10 games that I really wanted to play on the N64, and I've got them all. So I'm not too bothered about going out there and adding to the N64 as we go forward, but again, if they fall into place and they're nice and you know, they look interesting to me, I might keep hold of them. But this is my little self-contained N64 collection that we got in 2023. A couple standouts, ones that I'm really looking forward to. No Mercy and WCW NWO, 2 games that I was always wanting to play growing up. They were something that I just looked at and really envied that I couldn't play at the time. So the fact that I've got them now, fantastic. It's gone full circle, so really excited about those 2. And the other one is Zelda Ocarina of Time. We also picked up Majora's Mask, but for some reason, for me, this one looks the most interesting. I played them briefly on the 3DS, and this one stands out to me. I've always wanted to go at Ocarina of Time. You see everyone mentioning it on all of the videos and YouTube and magazines or whatever have you, but Zelda Ocarina of Time, very glad to be having that one. So yeah, little brand new collection from 2023. Nice little free N64. Really chuffed with these. So a console that means a lot to me, but we didn't really do too well with in 2023. This is pretty much, well, this is all we got for it. Not too much, but you know, it's quite hard to get. PS1 games are something that a lot of people got their eyes out on, and often when people get them out, especially car boots, they go quickly. So not too much to add, but still got some free PS1. Can't complain, can you? So start off by just saying we got a couple of memory cards. Remember, if you're going to start collecting and playing PS1, you need memory cards. Yeah, back in the day, you needed a 1 MB memory card to play games. It's mental, isn't it? Mental. But yeah, handful of memory cards. And yeah, not too many games. What have we got here? London Racer, which I had before, which I actually have just recased, so that's a bit of a strange one. 20 games, I have played it. Not great, to be fair. Dancing Stage, not great, to be fair. Magic Carpet, not great, to be fair. Dalmatians 2, not great, to be fair, but also very interesting. A game I'm happy to have in the collection. That, you know, the Phoenix games are notoriously bad. So yeah, I'm quite happy to have that one added. Rayman 2, it's Platinum Edition, but I'm not a Black Label slob, so I do not mind having it at all. I would prefer it Black Label, obviously, but still, decent game to be added. Good game, played that when I was younger. But the standout is definitely Medieval 2. So this is the one that we found in the case that my brother gave me out of the bag that we found in the attic. Yeah, beautiful condition. Really glad that we got hold of this one, because this is one I've always been looking at, thinking I need to get that, but just it's never been quite up the list enough for me to spend voucher on it. But the fact that we've got a lovely copy of it here complete, that draws a line under that problem, doesn't it? So yeah, PlayStation 1, not too much this year, but it is a difficult console to collect for. So to have just a little something, I'm happy with that. So next, we're going to take a look at the Nintendo DS, but we're also going to take a look at the Game Boy Advance. So we didn't get any Game Boy Advance games this year, but what we did get was my first Game Boy Advance. So this is the only Game Boy Advance I have in my collection now. It's in nice condition. It's pretty good. I don't think we paid too much for it. I think it was just over a tenner, if my memory serves me right. It's got a couple scratches on it, but again, works absolutely fine. So Game Boy Advance this year, we got just hold of that. We didn't get hold of any original Game Boy stuff this year. Nothing at all. I saw some stuff other people pick up, but I didn't get hold of it myself. So one of those, but you know, that's how this thing works. So the Nintendo DS. So we got a couple consoles. We've traded in quite a few consoles this year as well. I think I've traded in at least 4 or 5. But we've got the OG Nintendo DS. So this is one of the first ones. We got this in pink. I don't have one already in the collection that was the older style. So happy to be adding that one. I like a bit of pink as well. Came in this pink case, so very nice. We've also got the boxed DS. So this was a win. This was the DS that we picked up that actually had 2 DSs in it. I won't open it up, but we got a lovely boxed Nintendo DS. So I'll be looking to display this one somewhere in the games room. So yeah, boxed DS, not too bad at all. Happy to finally get a boxed one. Game wise, we didn't pick up too many either. We picked up quite a few that we traded in, but there's only a couple I wanted to keep. So the ones I kept was Pokemon Dash, Peppa Pig the game. Don't ask, I just want it. Cooking Mama 3 on its own, but then we also have Cooking Mama World Combo Pack Volume 2, which also has Cooking Mama 3 and Hobbies and Fun. But Cooking Mama, they're great games, so I'm happy to add both of those to the collection. The standout game for me, though, was again one we picked up using the voucher, Pokemon Pearl. So I mentioned I want to start getting a few of the Pokemon games DS upwards. So we've got Diamond, picking up Pearl set us off a good level base to get started with the Pokemon on DS next year. So standout one for me this year. £35 we spent on it, but Pokemon Pearl, it's in lovely condition. It's got the booklet, still got the receipt in there. I always keep the receipts in there just because I like to go back in a couple of years and see what I paid for it. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But the Pokemon Pearl, standout for me on the Nintendo DS this year. Really glad to pick it up. So yeah, not too much with the DS, but good bit of quality added here. Really happy to display that. And we're off to the races with the Pokemon series. So again, put around me what this costs a little bit, I'm sure. Pokemon DS with a bit of cheeky Game Boy Advance. So following on from the DS is the 3DS. I thought that'd be a nice transition. Again, not too much, but I'm really, really happy with what we're adding here. So starting off, we have it's got a big long title, the new Nintendo 3DS XL. So this is the one that we got in the £10 deal that came with a couple other consoles. Absolutely chuffed to bits with this. Played this quite a bit after fixing it up. This was the one that had all the gunk inside. It was like some weird oil, but I've played hours and hours on this now. Works absolutely fine. Yeah, to pick this up, absolute fantastic this year. Absolutely loved finding this, loved fixing it up, loved adding it to the collection. So yeah, I just love it. Really, really glad to be adding this one to the collection. It's a little scratched, it's a little battered up, but CEX would still take it, definitely. So, but yeah, really glad to be adding this fella to the collection. The games as well, not too many, but I think there's all of these are proper quality. So Street Fighter 4, this is one that surprised me. Really enjoyed playing this one. Yeah, I've done quite a bit of gameplay on this one. Great game, suggest picking it up. Then there's our sealed copy of Fantasy Life. It's still sealed and it'll probably stay sealed, to be honest. I'm really glad to pick up. This is the one we picked up from a charity shop. I think it was in like the 3 for £1 deal. It was ridiculous. But yeah, sealed copy of Fantasy Life on the 3DS. Really chuffed to be adding that one. And then there's this little Zelda collection that we've started off. So we picked up that one from the voucher spend. This is Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Had a go on that one. It's quite fun. Really fun. It reminds me of Soul Hill on the Mega Drive because that is a Zelda clone. But to me, that's what I played growing up. So that's what I compare it to. But really, really glad to be adding that one. Great little game. And then there was these two that we picked up from the charity shop. £10 each we paid for them. Obviously, they became free in the end. Yeah, I've still kept the £10 little handwritten price on there because it reminds me of my grandma's handwriting, which is it's nice on top, isn't it? So yeah, this year, couple Zelda titles added for the 3DS, as well as a lovely sealed Fantasy Life and Street Fighter with this absolute beauty of a console. So again, not too much at all in regards to quantity, but definite quality being added this year for the 3DS. So yeah, 3DS checked off. So now we're going to have a look at a couple of consoles here. So we've got the Wii, the Wii U, and I'm also going to sneak in the GameCube because we only managed to pick up one GameCube game this year that we kept anyway, and that was Super Monkey Ball. So adding that one to the GameCube collection. Let's have a look at the Wii. So the Wii this year, we picked up a load of Wiis. So we traded in and sold actually quite a few Wiis on Facebook, and we've got rid of quite a few Wii games, but we've kept the lovely aqua blue Wii, which I do keep in this case that we picked up from the car boot. Couple extra accessories for me. We got the Pro Pad. It's third party, but it works. I've used that once or twice. I've still got a couple of controllers left over, which are just sort of there. They're going to be added to the collection for the time being, but I might have to pull them out and sell them with consoles later down the line. But you can never have too many Wii controllers. So yeah, we've got that bit of the Wii. And Wii games, there's two that stand out for me for different reasons. We've got Wii Dare. Now, I'm aware it's not the greatest or most expensive of games, but I mentioned at the time, it's one of my favourite episodes of Scott the Woz. Really enjoyed it, and as soon as I found that, it just made me so happy to have it. Every time I look at it, it makes me smile. So yeah, Wii Dare, haven't played it yet, to be honest, but I will have a quick go, I have to. But yeah, Wii Dare, I was so glad to get my hands on that. And then again, Obscure, another one we picked up with the voucher. You're probably going to, obviously everything I picked up with the voucher is you know, I'm really happy about, so they are standout. It's just the way it goes. But Obscure on the Wii, a horror title which I'm really glad to be adding. Yeah, great little title to be adding. So we had a couple of Wii games there as well, a couple of ones I wanted to add. We've got some Harvest Moon, Magical Melody, finally got the Just Dance that I was after. We've also got that what was it again? Sorry, Harvest Moon Animal Parade. Came without a case. Might get a case one day for it, and then that'll straight into the collection. We got the Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort cardboard jewel case, both on disc. I didn't know this was a thing until I saw it, so I'm glad to be adding that one. So yeah, not too bad with the Wii, but really glad to be adding this. I'm going to put this on display. I think I will take it out of the case because it's just so pretty, such a nice colour. But then obviously we've also got the Wii U. Now the Wii U this year, we've just got some games because you don't see Wii U consoles out there very much, and if you do, they're usually absolutely battered. But a couple games here. We've got Just Dance 2014, Lego, Animal Crossing, Rabbids Land, Nintendo Land, Sing Party, and Jurassic World. We pretty much got all of those from one charity shop hit, and if you remember, I paid 10 pence, I believe it was, for all of those. So not very much has been spent or found on the Wii U this year. But yeah, glad to be out of them. Again, the Wii U collection isn't that big as in the library of games. So just to add this few is actually quite a chunk taken out. But again, for the Wii U, big one for me is Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. I have had a go on this and it is very good. I haven't played it on the Switch, but I can't imagine it's too different. Someone in the comments is probably going to really go mad at that statement, but I haven't played it on the Switch. But this is really, really enjoyable. So if you do have a Wii U, definitely a game you should be having a go on. And for £22, absolute bargain, I believe. Absolute bargain for the quality of the game this is and what you get to enjoy from it. Brilliant. So really glad to be adding this one. So yeah, a couple games added to the Wii U collection. But yeah, this is the Wii we're going to add this year, and again, couldn't be happier. So next up, we're going to look at the OG Xbox. So we picked up a Crystal console this year, which unfortunately, as I mentioned in the intro, did not work. So that's not here. One day it may join me, but it did come with this control pad, which works absolutely fine. So I've got another OG Xbox controller to add to the collection, as well as this one, because at the start of this year, I only had one controller. So I'm up to 3 now, one more, and I can have the full set of lads round to have a go on the OG Xbox. Not that I think they'd want to, but OG Xbox controllers added, fantastic, and a couple games. So I didn't really collect for the Xbox at all. Again, something I started doing this year, but there's some really good ones added. I wanted to try get some just the OG Xbox exclusive, but I have sort of expanded that a little bit as the year goes on, because you know, you can never stay fully on track, can you? But there's a couple standouts here, so I'll quickly run through because there's not too many. We've got a couple wrestling games that I never had. So Raw 2, Raw, WrestleMania 21, and Legends of Wrestling 2. Nice to be adding a couple wrestling titles there. We've also got Halo, because you've got to have Halo, haven't you? So got that. Need to get hold of Halo 2 at some point, but really glad to be adding that one. But some standouts for me. So we got Sonic Riders. This is quite a pricey game. This is one that, to be honest, I might trade in later down the line, but for the time being, we'll add it to the collection because you can get it on the PlayStation 2, which I prefer to have it on. But yeah, this is one that we've kept hold of. It's a great title. Really glad to be adding that one in. And then we've also got Dino Crisis 3. So again, a game I'm aware isn't the best to play. However, it's one that I've always wanted to have in my collection. But because I didn't really have the Xbox to play it on, now I can, and it's in there. I haven't played it just yet, but I do want to give it I've had a quick go, but I've not gave it a fair chance. But yeah, it doesn't seem fantastic, but it's Dino Crisis 3, so happy days. So I've been adding that one. And then the next two are ones, again, we spent some voucher on, Obscure and Cold Fear. 2 horror titles that I'm really looking forward to playing, and I'm glad that I got them on the OG Xbox. It's going to give that console a bit of spotlight in my life, something to turn that console on, a reason to give it a go. So yeah, two great horror titles there, which I'm really glad to be adding. So yeah, Xbox, again, not too much here, but some of the stuff in here I'm really looking forward to playing. I'm really glad to finally have in my collection as well. So that's the OG Xbox. So now let's take a look at the PS2 collection. This has took some significant improvement this year. There's been some good games added to my collection. The PS2 collection that I have is something I want to look at. I want to address it. When I look at it, there's some fantastic games in there. The PS2 library is brilliant. One of the best libraries in the history of gaming. It's got to be. But there's a lot of fodder. I've got a lot of fodder on those shelves I need to address. But this year, I have added some really great games. So let's take a look. So first things, we picked up this lovely red DualShock controller. I've been using this all year. Absolutely beautiful. I'm probably going to stop using it now because I'm concerned that I'm going to wear away the analog sticks. But fantastic. Really nice to be adding that. And also, we got the black PS2 Slim with the 2 memory cards and the controller. This is the one I've been using. I had the pink PS2 Slim, exactly the same but in pink. I'll put that to the side now to look after it, just because it's got some sentimental value, like I mentioned at the time. But I've been using this one and it works absolutely fantastic. So great to have picked up a nice PS2 Slim that doesn't take up too much space. Game-wise, I'll go through this quick because there is some great games that we've added this year. First one, Blood Omen 2. So this is the Legacy of Kain collection. I didn't know this existed, but really glad to have added this to the collection. Really good game. Really good. Glad to be adding that one. So I did a whole episode pretty much on this one. Resident Evil Survivor 2. This was 50 odd quid. It's a game I've always wanted, and it rounds off my whole Resident Evil PS2 collection, which is a series I love. It's not a good game. It's not a great game. I'm not too chuffed at the price I paid for it, but it's not a waste of vouchers because I always wanted it and I need it for the collection, but it's not the best. It's not the best, but it's a rare game to be added to the PS2 collection, but completely different. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Got this through the voucher. Fantastic game. I played loads of this, so much. I love Dragon Ball Z, and like I say, this was the last game I needed to get back all the PS2 games I sold when I went to university to get a bit of money back when you're skint, but got it all back. Well, I didn't get money back even. I got some Xbox 360 games that are worth absolutely nothing. Bad decision. Anyway, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, beautiful game, so glad to be adding it. Big hitter we added, Haunting Ground, really, but £90 worth of the voucher we spent on this to add some quality horror to the collection. Couldn't be happier to have this. It's a game that I've been looking at and seeing in other people's videos and wondering whether I ever get my hands on it. Now I have. And lastly, let's take a look. We've got the Forbidden Siren series. I have played a little bit more of this since the last episode. It's so hard, but so freaky. So freaky. If you like horror, you gotta. I haven't played this one yet, like I say, because I've got to do this one. But this one I've been playing, and it's proper unsettling. It's a bit too hard, though. It is. It's a bit awkward to figure out what on earth it is you're doing. But yeah, but the whole time, anxiety is through the roof. You should stick a heart monitor on me, and I'm probably close to death playing this. Great game. Great game. Really love it. So, yeah, PS2 collection this year. Real improvements. Some fantastic games added. A beautiful condition PS2. Really, really glad as well that I managed to buy back all the games that I got rid of when I was younger. Similar to the Mega Drive. I can put that chapter behind me now and just move forward looking at PS2 games that I want to add to the collection. And I'm going to slow down on adding the fodder, I think. So, yeah, PlayStation 2. Great year for PlayStation 2. So next up, let's take a look at the PSP. So the PSP is I had a PSP at the start of the year, but I didn't have any games for it. And I only really had that PSP because I found it out and about and kept it, as you would. But this year, they just sort of all fell into my lap. It would start of the year, I just kept coming across PSP everywhere, which is fantastic. So managed to get quite a few games. We've also got hold of this pink PSP right at the start of the year. This is the PSP that I use. It's in lovely condition. It's in slightly better condition than the one I had before. So yeah, absolutely love it. Took it on holiday with me. Really enjoyed it. It's quite unusual for a man of my age and my size to sit next to a pool playing a pink PSP. Have a few looks, but I don't care. So yeah, lovely PSP there. And then a big chunk of games. Loads of games here. Really, really, really glad to such a large collection, considering I had nothing at the start of the year to add all this. Couple standout titles for me. Weirdly, Lara Croft Tomb Raider Anniversary. Now, I've got this on practically everything. I don't know why, but I really enjoy playing it on the PSP. I think it really lends itself well to that sort of portable device out and about. Yeah, I put quite a bit of time into this one. Got quite far into it. I don't know if it's the nostalgia of being the remake of the original Tomb Raider that helps it, but really glad with that one. If you've got a PSP, you should be having a go on that one. Next up was SNK Arcade Classics. Another one, which I've got this on the Wii, and I really like it on the Wii. So once I got it on the PSP, it's not a cheap game, and we found this out and about, so that was fantastic. Really good one to find. It's got the manual. Yeah, just another great PSP title to be adding to the collection. I've had a go on quite a few of them. I'm not that good on any of them, to be honest with you. But yeah, just great little collection of SNK games there. You really should have that in your collection. The other one I'll touch on really quickly, because I just sort of went over this in the actual video where I found it. This game, Def Jam Fight for New York, The Takeover, this was in the pink PSP, and on the episode where I bought it, I just sort of went over it. Turns out this is quite a pricey game. It's quite hard to get hold of. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a case, so I will have to try find a case for it. But I will be keeping hold of this one. Fingers crossed I come across a case. But yeah, Def Jam just sort of blased over this at the time. Turns out a lot of people in the comments were like, hang on a second, you know what you got there? So yeah, glad to be adding that one. And then the other one is Silent Hill Origins. So I picked this up. Beautiful game. Beautiful game. I have played this all the way through. It's very expensive on the PS2. When I say a beautiful game as well, it has its flaws, but I really, really enjoyed playing this. Again, I don't know if it's because I played it at night, in the dark, on a handheld right up to my face with the headphones in. It may have improved the experience, but I completed this and I really enjoyed playing this year. And for £20, considering how expensive the PS2 one is, really suggest you get your hands on this one if you're looking to get some good PSP titles in your collection. So yeah, lovely PSP little collection build up here. We had nothing at the start of the year and now we've got this, which is fantastic. Something else then I'm going to slide in because it feels a good time to do it. The PS Vita. We also picked this up. This again came with all that little group of handhelds that I picked up for a tenner and I was amazed it works. This is amazing. This is quite possibly, to me, one of the best pickups of the year. Quite a few people in the comments told me to mod it. I modded it. Thank you very much to all of those. It is super easy to do if you have one of these. Absolutely. I mean, if you know, you know. And I mean, I didn't know. Now I know. And once you know, you know. And oh my God, I just didn't know. I didn't know that you could do that. But thanks for everyone who let me know. Now I know. If you don't know, you need to know, because oh my God, once you know, it's fantastic. I prefer this to the Switch. I've never played a Switch, so it's a bit of a throwaway comment, but this is a fantastic console. Absolutely fantastic. So many hours I've spent playing this already. Love it. Absolutely love it. So PS Vita, if you haven't got one, go get one. 100% go get one. Mod it. Fantastic. You will not regret it. They're not the cheapest, but oh my, is it worth it. So yeah, PS Vita, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, PSP and Vita added to the collection. Awesome. So, a big one, the PS3 collection. I hope you can still see me through all of this. So the PS3 collection went a bit crazy this year. I am an Xbox 360 fan, mega fan, and I want to try and get a complete set. The PS3, I only want to add games that were PS3 exclusives pretty much at the start of the year. That's how it's gone. It's changed a bit now. So I'm going to start by mentioning throughout this year, I've been talking about a PS3 little side collection. I can't put it anywhere near me because this table will snap straight in half if I try to put that anywhere near. So I'll show you some pictures of it now on screen. But basically, we've been setting aside some games for the PS3 that basically CEX don't give you too much for, or I'm not too happy with the return on these PS3s. And they're games that technically I don't have, but I'm not going to be adding them to the collection. The plan is with that is it's a self-contained PS3 with a controller and a load of games. It's about 50 games there, and we are just going to stick those to the side. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them, to be honest. They're not being added to the collection, but they sort of are. They're just going to sit in a box, and I might look to get rid of them one day. Might be something, you know, a nice little return on investment later down the line, because I'm so much of a 360 fan. I want to look and keep hold of them. So there is a box in the corner with a lot of PS3 games and another PS3, but I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing those just yet. But everything that you see here is going into the collection. So first thing, pinch of salt with this one. You may remember this. So I bought the box for this. Inside this is a backwards compatible PS3, but I had that before 2023. But I picked up the box to keep it and look after it, just because they're a bit pricey. And this was the PS3 that I use day to day. I can see this table shaking, which is slightly concerning. It's a bit heavy. This was the PS3 I used day to day. I boxed it and put it somewhere safe. So that's what this is here. And we picked up this PlayStation 3 this year. This was a Facebook Marketplace pickup. This is the one that came with, this is the one that came with the lady that just suddenly pulled out the games from around the corner, which was absolutely fantastic deal. But this is the PS3 that I use day to day now, with the two PS3 controllers that we picked up this year. So fantastic. Got this it's lovely condition, absolutely lovely. And then not only that, we picked up another console. This one was in the car boot. We picked it up for, I think it was about £15. It was just sitting there. I got there first in this occasion. 32 GB. Absolutely fantastic condition. It's all complete inside the box. So yeah, this year we actually got three PlayStation 3s and a box to keep this one in. So couldn't be happy with that. And we've got a good amount of games that we're adding to the collection this year, away from the other ones. Couple standouts here. See if I hope you can see some of the titles here, but some big ones for me were The Amazing Spider-Man. It's a game I just cannot get on the Xbox 360. I don't know why it eludes me so, but really glad I can actually play it on the PlayStation 3. So we've got that one to add to the collection. Blood Curse is the remake of the first Forbidden Siren on PS2. So this is one we spent the voucher on. Really glad to have that one. Great PS3 exclusive. Transformers War for Cybertron. Bit pricey, this game. Bit pricey. It's a good one to have found out and about. I think we picked this up for about £1. So I don't think I appreciated at the time this one. But yeah, great game to be added. I need it on the 360 as well. So we'll definitely keep hold of this for the time being. But a lovely game to have found out in the wild this year. And then again, at the same time, we picked up Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Not a cheap game at all. I have had a little go on it. It's a good game. It was an ESRB version, so I was conscious as to whether it'd work or not, but it works absolutely fine. Yeah, so Spider-Man Web of Shadows being added to the PS3 collection. Again, don't have it on the 360. I think I do on the PS2, but this one, great game to be added. So yeah, the PlayStation 3 this year just took on a complete world of its own, but I'm really, really happy to be looking after this one and adding this one and all of that down there. And yeah, really, really good year for the PlayStation 3. So, the Xbox 360 collection this year. It is my favourite console of all time, and I believe the best console to collect for. Probably speaking for itself here now. I have no idea how many free 360 games we are going to be adding to the collection. I'll count and I'll put it down the screen somewhere here, but there's plenty of them. I hope you can see me through them all. So firstly, we got the DVD player, the unique HD DVD that sort of lost the war. That's down there. It's a nice little piece of history. We've got 3 beautiful condition Xbox 360s. We got I don't know the difference with these two. They might be the same, to be honest, just different case. But we've got the sort of matte black and the glossy black, and then we've got the lovely 120 GB black Xbox 360 here as well. All 3 of these are just in absolutely beautiful condition. I couldn't let go of them. So they're going to be added to the collections. I don't know how many Xbox 360s, sorry, I have in the collection now. And then all of these games, I'm sure with your eyes you can run down some of the titles here, but some standouts, definitely. Spider-Man, Edge of Time. Really glad to have found this one. We've done great for Spider-Man this year. Really great for Spider-Man games. BlazBlue, fantastic fighting series. Really pretty to look at. If you haven't played these and you're into your fighters, definitely suggest you have a go. Not too expensive at all. Another Spider-Man 3. This is a game I've been trying to get my hands on for a while now. Always eluded me. The cases were always empty or they're always just battered. But yeah, finally got a lovely copy of that. Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge. Another really good game. Really very difficult. I'm not very good at it at all, but a good one to be adding in the collection. Not one you see out and about very often. And again, similar to that, Captain America, Super Soldier. Another game I had my eyes on for quite a while. Kept watching it go up in price. Wondered if I'd ever get my hands on it. I have now. Fantastic. And then there was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Haven't had a go on this one because I want to give this one a good crack. I want to put some time into it. It looks really good, the graphics involved. It seems to review really well. So glad to be adding that one. And lastly, there's Death Smiles. So this is some voucher that we spent earlier on in the year. It's a shmup. It's very weird. You play as like little girls. It's very odd. But there's all sorts of different modes on it. I've had some real good fun with it. Yeah, absolutely great game this was. Oh, and of course the 360 controllers here to match up with the consoles, because you can't have a console without a controller, can you? So Xbox 360 this year, loads of games. No idea where these are all going on the shelf, but I'll figure out a way of doing that. I honestly, there's no space for me to put these on, so I don't know what I'm going to do, but what a problem to have. What a problem. So all of this 360 for free. Love it. Love it. So now the PS4. cute little collection here, I know. Not too much picked up this year, but I am more of an Xbox One guy. But I do like to pick up the PS4 exclusives. So one thing, there's not too much here, but it's not something I actively go out for. I didn't spend any voucher on the new games. And again, the bias towards the Xbox One doesn't really help the PS4 in my collection. But we did get some good stuff. So we got this, which is I kept calling it cameo, was I? Well, I don't know, it was a weird video. But yeah, the camouflage pad, picked this up for £2. I was absolutely amazed that it works, and it does work. I've used this extensively on a game I'll show you in a moment, but the camouflage pad for the PS4, great to add that one. And then there is the PS4 controller in Arctic White, which is in fantastic condition. I've put little grips on them all, by the way, to try and protect them. Good idea if you've got them lying around. But yeah, this will go with my Arctic PS4. It's absolutely mint. Absolutely mint. So I haven't used this one because I've been using this one the whole time. But yeah, beautiful controller to have found. Game-wise, what did we get this year? Not too many, let's go through them. God of War Remastered. This was a Facebook, one of the few Facebook Marketplace pickups through the year, and we did it early on in the year. Yeah, great game to be added. God of War 3 Remastered, glad to add that one. Black Ops, that just sort of got added to the collection anyway. It's ESRB, I thought it was, so haven't played that one, probably won't. But Resident Evil 5 on the PS4, this one I have had a go on. It's a German copy, but it's English, so it makes no difference other than the case. Yeah, lovely memories I have playing this on the 360. So I put this in to make sure it worked, and then ended up playing it for a couple hours. I really like that game. I know it's not the most favourable Resident Evil 5 out there, but I really enjoy it. Ratchet and Clank, beautiful game. I have played this one a little while. Really pretty, really nice game to play, really enjoyable. I need to go back to it and give it a bit more time. But yeah, Ratchet and Clank, great game. The standout for me this year, and I know I'm late to the party, but I do not care when you're someone that plays games and consoles from 20 odd years ago. This game to me from 2016, I believe, is new. So it's just the way it is. Bloodborne Game of the Year edition. I have sunk hours and hours into this game using this control pad that we picked up. The pad works perfect, never missed a beat playing this game. I just love it. Absolutely. Hours and hours. Am I any good at it? Not really, but do I care? No. If I keep trying, I'll do it eventually. God knows how many times I've died on it, but Bloodborne, I missed it when it came out, but what an amazing game. What a fantastic game. If you haven't played it, which you probably have, like I say, I'm very late to the party, but I don't care. Play it, get the Game of the Year edition. Not that I'm probably ever going to get to the DLC on it. I think I'm up to the fourth boss. Is it the cleric? Not the cleric beast. What is it? It's the priest, the lady, sort of turns into a dog thing in the church. I don't know. You probably know what I'm talking about, but can't get past her. I put about 3 or 4 hours in. I will defeat her eventually. But PlayStation 4, little bit added here, but I'm chuffed with it. Absolutely chuffed. And now let's take a look at the Xbox One. So the Xbox One is a console that I have Game Pass. So I play a lot of games on the Xbox One, but they come from the Game Pass. So I'm really picky with some of the games that I add to the Xbox One collection because I can play them on there. But we've managed to get quite a few this year. 1 or 2 I'm really happy with. But starting off, let's take a look. We got the boxed white Arctic Xbox One controller. Absolutely beautiful in the box. Really chuffed. Got this early on in the year. Don't use this one. This one stayed in the box ever since, but really glad. I'm going to display this one. Yeah, beautiful to find it out and about in the box. And then there's this, my darling. I have played this with this every day since, pretty much. It's the pad I use day to day. It's, you see the batteries are in there. This one gets used. Never had a problem with it. Like I said at the time, I have no idea how this controller came to be. I've added some more some grips onto the front to give it even more personality, but yeah, bless her, she is. Absolutely love this controller. We've been through so much together already this year, so yeah, really glad with that one. Game wise, loads here. Got some good titles here, but some standouts for me. We picked up A Plague Tale: Innocence. Lovely game, fantastic game. There is a second one which is currently on the Game Pass. I suggest you play that one as well, but Fantastic game, highly recommended from me, this one. Absolutely loved it. I picked it up because I had to finish playing the game because they took it off the Game Pass, but couldn't be happier with that one. Fantastic game. I've gone back and played it a bit more since, tried to have what's they call it, achievement hunting on it. Loved it, absolutely loved it. The other one is Wasteland 3, same situation as that one. They took it off the Game Pass before I could finish it. I think it's back on now, actually. I don't know if it actually did disappear, but I just couldn't access it anymore. It's odd, but either way, Wasteland 3, fantastic game for any RPG fan, anyone that likes that sort of apocalyptic Fallout sort of world. Beautiful game, and it's like £3. I think it went down to £2 at one point in CEX. Must have from me, must have. And then there's Street Fighter 30th anniversary. I keep putting this one in the console. Keep having a go at it. I haven't managed to. So this is just a collection of all the different Street Fighters. I don't know if they're remastered or improved in any way. I'm not that big a Street Fighter fan to be able to tell you the difference. If someone knows, put it in the comments. But I have not been able to fight. I have not been able to finish a single game. I can't get past the final boss on any of the 3 or 4 different game variants that I've got to the final chapter on. But I still keep having a go because I love it. I do love it. I'm really not good at Street Fighter. Really not good at it. But yes, the Xbox One got some lovely controllers, some great games added this year. Yeah, absolute, really chuffed with it. Really, really chuffed. And that's it. That's it. That's everything. That's everything we collected for free in 2023. Hope you enjoyed that. So what I'm going to do, just at the bottom here, I'm going to put, if we walked into CEX, this is what it would have cost us combined. Everything you've just seen, this is how much we've saved, and this is what we've added to the free game collection. Again, pinch of salt. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed going through all that. I hope you enjoyed it. And that's it. That is it. It's all done and dusted for the year. All done. Couple things. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone that's been watching it. It's fantastic. So many of you have watched and liked and commented and subscribed and all that good stuff. And when I started doing this, I thought to myself, if a couple people watch it and I enjoy it, I'll carry on going, see if I can make it to the end of the year. If not, I haven't cost me anything, I haven't lost anything. I'll just do it quietly in private on the weekends. But a couple of you have been watching it, and I'm eternally grateful. Thank you very, very much to everyone for watching it. And along that lines, when I started doing this, my aim was to do a free game collection which was really, really clear, really honest, really nitty gritty, and show you that anyone can get up and they can go build a free game collection in 2023. You don't have to deal with eBay and the post and all the problems that come with that side. It helps if you live close to a CEX, granted. I know that's not an option for all of us, so you know, pinch of salt again for that. CEX really, really, we rely on them heavily for the way I do things around here. But anyone can get up and do it. And also, I wanted to get rid of some of these myths that you watch some, and there's no massive hauls of retro here. We haven't come across any, and I haven't come across any for the couple of years before doing this. You don't get up at 5 o'clock, go to a car boot, and every time see reams of Nintendo cardboard for 10p, countless retro games for free just being given away. It doesn't happen. It's not the reality of the situation. It's tough graft. It's hard to do. You've got to have a lot of dedication to do it. And although I can prove that it does, you know, you can get around the financial aspects of it, time-wise, it's expensive for your time. So you've really got to have a passion if you want to go out there and get a free game collection. But it's possible, but it's not always what you think it is. You need to put some effort in. I really wanted to get that across, which I think I have. I'm really happy with the way that the series has gone this year. So yeah, I really do hope you enjoyed it. I really do. And on that note, that's it. That's me done and dusted. So for the last time, thank you very, very, very much for watching. Take care of yourself, guys.